Hey you guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Okay, happy New Year's. I don't know if I'm posting this on December 31st or January 1st, but either way, happy New Year's or happy New Year's Eve. The year 2024 is coming to the end and we're welcoming in 2025. Very excited for the new year. I feel like I've learned a lot this year, which as you can see from the title of the video, I'll be telling you some of the things I learned. Yes, I'm just excited. Right now, me and my boyfriend were in this cabin. He found an Airbnb cabin in Ohio, where I'm from, and we're just here. It's really cozy, it's really quaint, and like it just feels warm, you know. And I'm happy to be here. I'm so thankful. And I was like, I have to get a video out before the new year. It's only right, especially as a new content creator with all these goals to meet. I was like, let me try to get this video out before the new year. So yes, I will be going over just a couple things that I feel like I've learned. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to keep it short and cute. But yeah. Okay, number one, I feel like I've learned a lot pertaining to friendships this year, and just how to properly maintain them, how to set boundaries, when to let things go. And well, some lessons hurt. I think that they're all needed, and I'm thankful for everyone that I've had this year. And yeah, I'm gonna go, I guess this is like a little talk, or my first thing I've learned is to be okay to let things go. This could be like the friendship itself or just incidents from the friendship, but I feel like I don't have that many friends from like high school or like my childhood, and so the few that I do have, I try to hold on to them very tight. But you have to realize, I had to learn when to realize that a relationship isn't serving me anymore, and being okay with that, because that's normal. You outgrow things, you adjust, people are just on different life paths, and you have to recognize that and realize that sometimes it's doing a disservice to remain friends to both of you guys, and you have to politely excuse yourself from the friendship. You know, I'm not saying be like I can't be friends, I can't associate with you anymore, but sometimes you just have to distance yourself and realize, like, I actually don't fit in the setting anymore. I don't like to club anymore. I don't like to drink anymore. I don't go here anymore. I don't do these activities anymore. I'm kind of beyond that, you know. And I think that's a part of growing up, and it's a beautiful thing to do, but it can sometimes hurt. So I did a lot of realizing that this year. My second thing I learned, I would say, is to set proper boundaries. And I know, I feel like that's something that everybody says, like, learn how to set boundaries, learn how to set boundaries. I'm not a big boundary person, personally, at all. Like, I'm pretty, and I can feel myself setting more boundaries, maybe that's part of growing up, but I'm pretty fluid on my boundaries. I'm not strict. I'm afraid you can kind of call it any incident, because there's not that many bounds or ends to, like, my love and my friendship. But it's not reciprocated, and that's fine too, because you can expect, it's something I had to learn, that you can't expect people to love you the same way you love them. You know, some people aren't comfortable with being that 6 a.m. friend call, like, I need to get out this bundle. That's just not the type of friend they are. Are they still a good friend? Yes, they can still be a good friend, but that's their boundary. And I was realizing that I'm not good at setting boundaries, but people I'm friends with, they're good at setting boundaries. And so when I'm asking them for extra, they're okay with telling me, no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm fine with that. But when they ask me, I'm always willing to bend my boundaries and adjust. And then I'm upset when they don't do the same, where it's like, no, they're sticking to theirs. Next time, stick to yours, girl. And even if some things aren't any of a boundary to me, but I'm learning to just be reciprocal in that way. Like, just because I know how I am, I will get upset if, like, I feel like I did this for you, and it's like the same thing I'm asking for return, but you can't adjust, like, be a little do a little discomfort to offer me the same courtesy. I will get kind of upset. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know, because I feel like it feels kind of tit for tat, but that's just how I am. And I have to just put up that wall before I even disappoint myself. Hey, you notice this is their boundary. Maybe you should make a similar boundary with that friend in particular. You don't have to do that with all your friends. That friend you know will come get you at 6 a.m. Have that opportunity still open for them. Still offer it to them. That friend you know would not do that, don't offer it to them. You know, you have different boundaries for different people because people act differently, and you may occupy a different space when you're with that person. So that was like my second lesson I had to learn this year. My third lesson, I would say, is to not rush into things, and it's okay to be still. I was gonna say idle or stagnant, but that's not the right term. I feel like I like still more. And let me explain, because it's like, wait, don't you always want to be progressing and moving? Of course. But I've had a couple opportunities this year where none of them felt good, and they were both like real commitments. And instead of going for those opportunities, well, at first I was going for these opportunities and I was trying to make them work, and I kept making these mistakes and I wasn't sure of my decisions. And instead of being like, okay, maybe I'm not ready for this decision, I'm trying to force myself to fit into this opportunity and this opportunity, knowing dang well I don't feel prepared for them. And this isn't like you know, some people are like, I'm not applying for this job, I'm not ready for this job. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about not that. Like, these are just like extracurriculars I was looking at and just opportunities, but I wholeheartedly do not feel particularly prepared for them yet when it comes to pursuing that role, when it comes to the work associated with the role, when it comes to fitting that role into my everyday life. I'm just not prepared for it. And a big thing of adulting is realizing that that's just not my opportunity for right now. Now, opportunities come and they go, they come and they go. Let's pursue this opportunity in a different time when I know I can properly give it the attention and water it the way it needs to be watered. So yeah, that was definitely a huge lesson I had to learn. I wanted to touch on something that I'm still learning, and that would be to be more at peace with like my childhood like location. I feel like I have a lot of unresolved, let's just say, situations concerning like the place I grew up, and just not feeling like I have a place here, and learning like I'm an adult now. Honestly, like, you have to give yourself the grace to not fit in everywhere. I don't want to fit in everywhere. I shouldn't fit in everywhere. And that's okay as well. I'm just not meant for this space. I've outgrown this space, or maybe I was never meant to fit into this space, and that's a blessing that I never fit into this space. But sometimes I definitely, like when I'm at home and I don't really talk to people from when I grew up, it does make me feel a little bit more sad and left out. And I'm becoming to terms to like, that's okay. It's okay to feel like that. And then I will do like, like I said, I want to keep this short. I know I'm typically putting out like longer videos, but I do want to keep this short and sweet and cute, so I can get ready for the new year. And that, my last lesson would be, it's okay not to be liked by everybody. Like I said, I'm becoming an adult now. I'm the oldest child, and I carry a lot when it comes to like caring for people. And I guess I'll add that in there, another lesson I think I learned. But I'm used to like catering to this auntie and catering to my mom and catering to my grandparents, because I'm the person everyone turns to. And I love that role so much in my family, but I felt like I was applying it to outside of my family as well, and trying to be that to people who I'm overextending myself. I just don't need to be that role in their lives. Someone else can take that role. It's not reserved for me. I don't need to fulfill it. And trying to do that is like, that's my way of being like me please, like I want to be your favorite as well, like, you know. And it's okay to not be that person that everyone loves, because in reality that's just the person that they use the most in most times. And I don't want to be that position. I don't want to take that position anymore, and I'm okay with that as well. And then I guess this is like my last thing I learned, because I'm the oldest, and because my dad passed when I was 13, I feel like I carry a lot on my shoulders, and I delegate a lot of tasks, and I try to get things done all the time. I'm the friend you have to tell, like, I just want to vent. I don't want solutions, just let me vent. And I'm like, okay, because I'm really solution oriented. Let's get this done. Let's get this figured out. And people don't need that. And it kind of comes into like my relationship too, where I'm like, okay, baby, you do this and this, and it's not giving him the chance to like lead as he wants to and as he should, because my boyfriend's the oldest too. And I had to learn to just take a step back. I have a village. let them do it sometimes. Just because things aren't done the way that I want them to be done, don't mean that they're done incorrectly. And just giving people space to do that, because then it just feels like you're monitoring them, or you're waiting for the downfall, waiting for them to mess up. And in reality, people need room to grow. As long as it's not like detrimental, let them figure it out. Let them do it. Let them come to you for help. Because when they need help, then it's like they don't want to come to you because it's like, I told you so. Or they need help and or they're just gonna help you do it anyways. You're gonna end up doing everything because they're like, I'm not gonna try to do that for Dezra. She always wants to do it herself. And so you don't know when I don't know when I sometimes properly ask for help because of that. So I think that's just something very important that I had to learn. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. Those are my lessons that I learned in 2024. As you can see, I'm so excited for 2025. And thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.